everyone, it's Priscilla here. So I'm kind of whispering because the baby's sleeping. So today I'm going to be sharing a mini album. Oh my gosh, I haven't done one in so long. This is a mini album that I created, and this will be available for sale. So if you're interested, please go ahead and PM me, and also let me know that you PM'd me, and it's going to be a first come, first serve. I do not have my Etsy store up yet. I've been working on one, me and my husband, because we're going to do a collaboration on one. So when that one's up, I will let you know. So yes, this is what I created for you. And yeah, as far as the PM goes, just leave me your PayPal information and we'll situate and get everything ready that way. So everything will be in the description box below. Alright, so I went ahead and I cut these out. These are the sturdy medium weight chipboard, so it's a really heavy grade, but I guess they don't qualify as heavy. And I used my AccuCut dies on these, and I just love those dies. So it measures 5.5 by 12. So yeah, and I layered it with different collections. I use Paper Studios. I loved one of their vintage ones. I think I used two of theirs, and I used some K&Co and some other available papers that I had in my stash, as well as some of the products that are layered on here are K&Co. Yes, just various amounts of different companies that I used. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to film it this way because having it stand up, it was really extremely difficult and I kept on getting in the way. So this mini album is going to measure 5.5 by 12. This is made out of some heavyweight chipboard. Well, actually they call it medium weight, but if you ask me, it should be heavyweight. So here is the chipboard. As you can see, it is very thick. And let me compare it to some regular cardstock. So let's see, can you see it? I'm hoping the camera's picking it up. It is a very, very sturdy chipboard. And I cut this out using some dies that I have, and I love it. It says "Believe" on it. It's used a couple different lines of paper, including K&Co, the Paper House, etc. Yes, I think it's the Paper House, the one from Hobby Lobby. I love their cardstock around this time of year. So I used those, and I'm going to show you the side of this mini album first. And I did use my own little bow here, so I created that. And then these are some charms. I used Tim Holtz little glass vial and created this using some little pearls inside. This is a little thing that I got from Hobby Lobby that was just so adorable. It's a little booklet. It's a faux book. This bow was handmade by me, and I used one of my little design team package poinsettias from Jamie. And then the ribbon was curled already, so I just went ahead and I used some trim and glued it down. The trim that goes all the way around the top, that is from Hobby Lobby, and you'll see the back in a moment. Alright, so this piece was cut out on some heavyweight white cardstock, and then I also popped it up, and he is Santa Claus from K&Co. Going on the inside, this page, it's going to have, this is a die that I used, and then I just embellished it using some stickers and popping it up. Then I have some of these, and these are my little hidden Mickeys, I've been calling them, because I have these all over. And what I did was I just made it so that you can do some extra journaling if you're a journaler, or if you're not, you can just use them on a different project. So this is a tag that I use inside of this little pocket over here, and it has some spot for journaling here or a picture, and as well as the back. If you have like maybe the little Instax, that'd be perfect for that. So I'm going to go ahead and put that back in there. This hasn't been too bad. This is my second time recording, so the first time it was just because I had it standing up and it made it difficult. The next pocket here is a Tim Holtz die. I just backed it with some cardstock. I used this, it's another sticker, and I just embellished it. As well as this comes out, and I just made this more dimensional. It was a flat piece, and so I really want to pop it up. And you can stick a photo under there, and then this opens up to reveal more spots so that you can add more pictures in here or journaling. And then behind here, I did leave this open so that you could add in your picture. I will include the circle that goes here so that you can cut out the size if you don't have this die. This just goes back, you just pop it forward so that way it just lays nice and comfortably on top of your frame. Okay, next page. This one I did some gold accents on. I really love gold. So I just cut out this deer. I did this little Spellbinders die here, a sticker, and then this is magnetized so it opens up. It reveals more spaces for more photos, and it is magnetized so it just closes up. Okay, next one is these little carolers, and this I did a resin piece here, and this is open so you could stick something in there if you wanted to. And this has more spots for more photos, and this is just a little bit on the smaller size, perfect for your Instax. This just slides right behind, and what you want to do is just pop it up, and then this will just flow right over on top of there. The carolers are from Tim Holtz. I took one of these pieces. If you put your finger behind here so that you're holding the pressure correctly and you just press, it actually is a little music box, and it is quite thick, and I decorated it so you want to be a little bit gentle with it because you don't want to put too much pressure or else you'll end up bending this E. I just decorated it with one of these, and these are by Jolie's from last year, and it was just perfect for this. Put some tinsel in the background. Hopefully you can hear me over all this singing. Okay, and see it has 2 different songs to it, and it's just so adorable. Next page is going to be this page, and I did a little pocket. And this is, it doesn't like to exactly, because I made it a little chunky, sit all the way down. It's better if you stand it up, but because I am filming purposes, yes, I'm laying it down. So this one, you go ahead. Here, let me find something to put underneath it so that way it's a little bit more comfortable. Okay, let's see if it stays. Okay, so on this side, I put some tags here. I did this little pocket. Here's a little cherub, and she's just adorable. This is a flower, and I popped that up. This is open underneath so that you can put like a little smaller photo here. This is more spaces for more pictures as well as the back. And this one I left it blank so that you can do some journaling on this one, and it's just a little tree from the paper line. And these just fit right on in here. Okay, the next page, this one opens up. It has magnetized on it, so it opens this way. It reveals a little spot for your little journaling if you want to put it there. And over here I have one of my little hidden jars, and it's blank on the back. This comes out, and this reveals for more photos here as well as the back. And you can also put a picture in here. You can just cut it down to this size and just slide it on back there. So that just goes right there. The little jar goes there. And then you just pop it open to reveal, okay, it only opens once. I've been making a million things, so yeah, it just opens like that. And then it closes so that you have more spots, magnetized. And then I added in some more of this. I did a little cute Brad from a candy cane collection. It has a little tag here, spot for your photos, journaling, and also if you wanted to do some journaling on the back of here as well. And then I had this from k&co, and I thought that he was so adorable, so I added some tinsel on top so that if you want to tie him around a present, I thought that that would be so perfect. And I just left it just in case you wanted to do that, or you can put a picture on the back. It's all up to you. So that slides right on back there. Let's get him to the side so that way it closes better. Okay, moving on to the next page. This is Santa Claus, and it says celebrate the season. And then what I did here was I just did, oh, I lost my little mason jar. Okay, so this one is another mason jar, and then what I did here was I took one of the paper line printouts, and I just fussy cut it out, put it on some cardstock, And then I just left it blank so that you can have a decent sized photo mat. And that just slides right on back here, as well as the little mason jar. The next page here, this one I would recommend when you open it that you would take this out first because you don't want to ruin this. So this comes out. I did a lot of little handmade bows. It pops open. So you can do some photos here. And then you have more photos here as well. And on the back, I have another spot where you can do some journaling here or leave it blank. You can add in photos and as well as the back. And those just slide right on in. And then this opens up this way and this way. It has a little tag here so that you can do some more photos. I have a blank for journaling and as well as this for journaling, and that just slides right on in. This I left open so that way you can go ahead and you can put a photo back here. Let me make sure he's in comfortably. Sometimes that glue gets a little tacky, and then it just has the magnetized closure on it, so it closes like that. And then it also opens this way to have more decent sized photos on here. I tried to make as many big spots as possible, and that just slides right there. And here is a little resin tree. I absolutely love these little resin pieces. I make them and they're just adorable. Okay, so the next one is a Santa Claus, and he opens like this, and he has plenty of spaces for photos, and he is magnetized. And then you also open it up like this, and there's pictures up here, and this is a little tag that comes out. So you can either put a picture back here or have it for journaling, and he just slides in right there. And then he has this behind him, which goes into the little belly band. Okay, and then this is another spot for different photo mats, so whichever way you want to put it is fine. And that just slides right on behind him, so you just lift him up and then get it into the little belly band that's behind him. And it just slides right on in. Okay, the next page is this, and it's a little holly. It opens up like this, and it has room for space for pictures, closes. It has this little belly band that goes across here, and you can do pictures in the background as well as if you want to put even like journaling here, you could. And then this opens up to reveal more spots for pictures. This is open so you can put a big picture there. I have this, which is another little jar for journaling, and that just closes right up and it folds like that, and that goes right on top, and it's magnetized. This is the only page that is not magnetized because I forgot to put magnets into it, which does happen occasionally when you're making mini albums. You always have your one mess up, and that's it. So this has the little jar that's on top here. And then I have my little spot for another little tag, and you can put a photo on there as well as a photo in here. And this opens up to reveal even more spots for photos, and that just closes. Like I said, that's the only one that I forgot to put the magnet onto. So it just goes right behind there. And then you have your little spot to put this in there. And then I created another one of those little pockets here. And this one I just stuck 2 of the little mason jars, and it's just so adorable. I figured this would be great if you have little tiny pictures that you can just stick back there. The next page, this is a little dove from a collection. I just stuck him there, put a little belly band, and then I did some more of this. So this is for journaling, and you can do like a little picture here as well as journaling or a picture on the back. And that just slides right on in there. The next one is this, and I have another little jar here for journaling, another tag. And this is open as well so that you can stick a picture back here, and then you can add that on there. And then this opens up and it reveals more spots. Here's another jar. And then you have some tags here so that you can put some journaling or pictures on, and this is open. And this one, I just thought she was so adorable, so I added her in there. And then this opens one more time to reveal more spots with more journaling. And as again, it's opened. So that closes up and it's magnetized. Okay. Okay, so this is the last page and this is the Santa page. So this opens up, it's magnetized, so it opens up like this. It has a little flap here, and then it has room for journaling. Ooh, maybe I should get in frame. Hello. Okay, so it has room for journaling, has the little flap here, and says Happy New Year. And then it has the spot here for the tag, and I left it blank on the back for journaling or pictures, and that just goes right here. And then you close it up, and it's magnetized. So over here, I have a Santa Claus, and he's popped up, and I cut him out and packed him on cardstock. And then I have this, which is a little jar again. I have the photo mat, which tucks nicely in behind here. And it has room for photos on the front and the back, as well as here. And it just slides right in there. And then you just stick this back in place. When you open it up, you have room for more photos here and on the back. And the next thing is I did this trim in the gold, and this is a Martha Stewart punch that I absolutely love. I went ahead and I put another tag here. So this is a full-size tag so that you can put a nice size picture on here. And yeah, it's just gorgeous. Slides right on back there. And then this one goes right back here. The last page, because I've already filmed this, so that's why it's not in there anymore. But this one, I didn't want to cover up Santa Claus. So what I did was I kind of just did these little side pockets here. And then I wanted to leave him open because I just thought he was so cool in the paper line. And then, yeah, as you see, I'm kind of like holding this up just because it's not meant to be like laid down because it's so chunky. You don't want to break anything. So I'm going to put that there so it can kind of rest over there on that. Okay. It's not working. Yeah, see if you like, I don't want to smush anything. Okay. I think we're okay. Okay. So this side is popped up, but this side is not. I just have it adhered. And then on this side has this little booklet. I'm sorry, this is like the second time I filmed this. So I did this little booklet, did embellishment to it. It opens up and it reveals either you can have a brag book. My baby is snoring. Can you hear her? Oh my gosh. And you can either put photos in here or journaling. I would personally use it for photos because during the holidays you always take a million photos. So I'm not going to tie it on camera, but that just slides right on there. And then on this side I had the little mason jar. This is open so that you can stick a photo behind Santa Claus. And then this opens up like this to reveal more pictures as well as the back. You have more space there. And then, let me just stick him in there, get him out of the way. And then I also have this photo mat here. And this moves up so you can put a picture there. It has candy canes to match the paper. And then there's more room for journaling or a picture on the back. And that just slides back there. And then for the back is pretty much plain. I didn't do too much on it. Yeah, just because nobody really sees the back of the album. So yeah, that is my full entire mini album. So if you're interested, everything will be in the description box below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.